Good morning children, hope you are all are doing good. So this class I am going to continue lesson number 3, that is our food. Okay. Before that I want to give a small recap whatever I have done in the previous class. I was explaining what is mean by food, how we are getting energy whenever we are having the food. Also there is a two category of people based on the food habits. One is vegetarian and one more is called non-vegetarian. Okay. Also I have explained what is mean by balanced diet. All the type of nutrients should be present in a sufficient amount. It is called as a balanced diet. Okay. Also I explained there is a two sources of food. That plants food we are getting from plants and food we are getting from animals. And also we have discussed about different groups of food, that is energy giving food, body building food and protective food and milk. Also we have discussed how water is very important to our body. And next this class I am going to discuss about safe storage and ways of handling of food. And second one, avoiding wastage of food and water. And third one, rules of healthy eating. So these three topics I am going to cover. Along with that I am going to cover TB exercise children. Okay. Now everyone take out page number 157. Okay. Safe storage and ways of handling of food. We must keep the food we eat safe from insects and germs. To keep the food safe, we should also follow the following necessary steps. The first one, we should keep our food covered with airtight container. We should keep all cooked food and liquid food in cool places like refrigerator. Low temperature do not allow germs to spoil the food. Okay, so here how to store the food in a safety manner. Okay, so maybe if you are keeping the food as a open, okay, maybe the insect and germs it will formation will be the more. Okay, some insect like house flies will be coming and sitting on the food. Even the roadside shops also you can able to see the food if they are not covered in a proper manner, all insect and dust, germs it will come and sit on the food. Okay, for that whatever the food we have prepared, okay, always we have to keep it covered, or else we can keep it in an airtight container. Even that air also can't able to pass inside. Such a way that we have to close the food. And whatever the food we have prepared, like a liquid food or whatever it is, okay, we have to keep it in a cool place like refrigerator. See, when it will be in a very cold temperature, no, the germs it won't get reproduce more. Okay, so the food also it won't get spoiled so easily. Next, some food also can be stored in a different mediums that do not allow germs to grow in them. Example, pickles are stored in oils, cut onions are kept in vinegar. Fish are salted to them, keep them eatable for a long period. Okay, you will be getting a dry fish and all, right? Okay, whenever you are buying a dry fish, you can able to see the salt it is more on the dry fish. Okay, this salt it won't allow germs to be present in the food. Okay, always that food it will be very dry. Okay, it won't allow any germs to accumulate over the food. Okay. Likewise, you can see the pickles we can keep for 3 months also, right? Nothing will happen. Okay, this pickles they will be adding more oil. Okay, when the pickle it will be in oil, even it won't allow the germs. Okay, and whatever we have cut the onion, we are keeping like this means the fruit flies it will come. Okay, because of the smell or because of the open area, the fruit flies it will come over there. Okay. So for that case, what we have to do, whatever the onion we have cut, so that we have to place in the vinegar. So vinegar is kind of acidic in nature. It won't allow germs to present in the onion. Okay, so this is how we can able to save the food. Okay, the first point I have explained, that is always whatever the food it is there, we have to keep it in an airtight container. And second point I have explained about whatever the liquid item food is there, we have to always keep it in a refrigerator. And third one, food we can store in like different types of mediums. The pickle we can store in oil, and onion, cut onion we can able to store in a vinegar. Okay, also we can like fish, okay, the dry fish and all. No, not only fish, what are the sea animals it is there, no, we can able to store it in the salt. Okay, so these are the three main important point, the way of storing a food. And next one we are going to see, avoid wastage of food and water. Food and water is a basic need for mankind. Without food and water, we can't able to survive. All the living things need food and water, then only can able to survive. Without that, then the living things, it is impossible to survive. Okay, so wastage of food and water should be avoided at all costs. Okay, we should not leave uneaten food on our plate, because the amount of food which we throw might provide a complete meal of someone. See, whenever you are having the food, okay, how much food you can be able to take, okay, only that much you have to take, children. You are not supposed to take more, and you are not supposed to waste that. Okay, so how much food you need, only that much you have to take into a plate, and you have to finish it. Okay, don't keep uneaten food in the plates. Okay, because some that food it may that food it may go for some other people. Okay, so how much you want the food, the little quantity you can take first, or if you want still more, then you can take little more food. Okay, don't waste the food, children. And tap should be closed as soon as the bucket of a storage material is filled. So whenever you are taking a bath, or whenever you are brushing your teeth, you will be, whenever you are brushing your teeth in your sink or wash basin, whatever it is, you will open the tap. You are not supposed to do that. Whenever you want to goggle your mouth, only that time you have to open the tap, until unless the tap should be closed. Okay, and whenever you are taking a bath, whenever you are using the restrooms, okay, take how much water you need. A bucket of water means take only a bucket of water. Don't make it to water to flow over there. Okay, so we have to save the water, and whatever any pipe it will get leakage means, okay, we have to repair that pipe with the help of plumbers. Okay, and instead of shower bath, okay, you can take one bucket of water and you can take a bath. In a shower bath, you will be wasting more amount of water. Instead of shower bath, always you have to use mug and bucket to take a bath. So that's how we can able to avoid wastage of food and water. Here I have explained the food and water is very important for mankind. Without food, no one can't able to survive. Okay, so here I have explained how we have to take the food. Only a little quantity you want to take a food in your plate, or if you are necessary, again if you want still more food, then you can take a food. Don't take full plate with all the different types of food. Okay, you may can't able to eat that. Okay, that food it will get wasted. So whenever you are taking a bath, or whenever you are going to drink a water, you can take only half glasses of water and drink that. And if you want more water, then you can take till more half glass. Don't take full glass and drink only half glass and keep it half glass as a waste water. No one is going to drink after that. They will be pouring into the sink. So don't do that. Okay, how much water you need, how much food you need, you have to take only a dose quantity. Okay, and next one we are going to see, like I was explaining, whenever you are taking a bath, you are not supposed to take a shower bath. Always you have to use bucket and mug. So using that you can take your bath. Okay, if your pipe anything it is leakage, water pipe anything got leakage, with the help of plumber you have to make it ready. Okay, so this is how we can be able to avoid wastage of food and water. Okay, and next topic I am going to discuss about rules of healthy eating. Okay, we should follow the following eating habits to get maximum benefit from the food we eat. Okay, first point, we must wash our hands before and after meals. Okay, so whenever you are going to have a food before or after meal, you have to wash your hands properly. Okay, next, we must not eat in hurry. We must chew our food properly. You are not supposed to eat food hurry-burry. Okay, you have to sit patiently, and whenever you are taking the food, you have to, with the help of mouth and the teeth, you have to chew your food properly. Then only you have to swallow it. Okay, we should eat our food at fixed hours every day. For example, 8 o'clock you are going to have a breakfast. So every day you have to have at 8 o'clock. That means 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock it will be coming under a lunch. Okay. After 3 or 4 o'clock you may take one cup of milk or any snacks you can take. After 8 o'clock, night 8 o'clock we will be having a dinner. For each and every meal there is a gap, should be 4 hours gap should be, children. Then only your food it will get digest properly. Okay, whenever you are having a food, no, to make complete digestion of food it will take 4 hours. Okay, whenever you are taking the food, you have to give a break for 4 hours. Okay, after 4 hours only you can take your food. For example, if you are having morning 8 o'clock breakfast, means every day you have to have it in the same time. Don't delay it. Okay, don't have for 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Then what time you are going to have for your lunch? Okay, you have to follow the timing. Next, we should not eat our food at fixed. We should eat our food with a fixed time every day. Next, we should not eat the food from roadside vendors, as these are not prepared with clean hands and they are often steal. See, whatever the stalls they used to keep in a roadside vendors, no, we are not supposed to take that such kind of food, because they won't prepare in a hygienic manner. Even the hands and all, it won't be clean. Okay, stop avoiding buying those kind of food. Okay, next, we should boil and purify water before drinking. Whatever the water we used to drink, no, before going to drink the water, we should boil, or if it is any purified water, you can able to drink like that. If it is a normal water, okay, so you have to boil and you have to filter it, then only you have to drink, children. Okay, and next, we must avoid over junk food like burgers, soft drinks and potato wafers. Okay, so the junk food, obviously the children will like more. You should avoid the children. Having junk food, you won't get any healthy things in your life. Okay, you can stop avoiding that, or else monthly once. Okay, you can have that. Okay, but you have to stop avoiding those kind of food like a burger, pizzas or whatever it will come like French fries. We have to avoid those kind of items because it is rich in fat. Okay, you will be getting obesity. Okay. So you have to avoid those kind of junk food. Okay, so again I am going to explain the rules of eating habit. Before and after meals we have to wash our hands. Okay, also whenever we are having the food we have to sit slow. We have to sit and we have to chew the food properly, then we have to swallow it. And also we have to fix one particular time for having the food. Okay, and we are not supposed to have the food from roadside vendors. And whenever you are going to drink a water, you have to either boil it, or if it is a purified water, you can drink like that, and avoid eating junk food. Okay, so let's move on for a TB exercise. Everyone take out page number 158. We'll go for A main, so that is true or false. The first statement, we get energy from food. The first statement is true, so you have to mention T over there. And second one, food that we get from animals are vegetarian food. No, food we are getting from the animals is called as a non-vegetarian. Okay. And third one, we get carbohydrates from potato. Yes, we will get carbohydrates from potatoes. And next fourth one, the food that contains vitamin and minerals are protective food. Yes, it is true. And the fifth one, we should drink maximum 2 to 4 glasses of water every day. So we have to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water. So this statement is false. You have to use pencil. Okay, and you have to write in your textbook, children. I will be checking in the interactive session. And next we are going to see, that is a B main, will match the following. The first one, A column and B column, you have to see, whatever the number I am telling, next to the A means, so what is the number? So like that you have to write. Okay. The first one, that is milk. Okay. Here you can see next to the E, the calcium. Milk is containing calcium. So next to E, you have to mention number 1. Okay. And second one, wash your hands. Okay, wash your hands before and after a meal. So next to D, you have to mention number 2. And next third one, water. So water is always we have to drink the water, boiled and purified water. So next to B, you have to write number 3. And fourth one, junk food. So junk food it will come, what are the food it will come? Burger and soft drink. So there C, you have to mention number 4. And next fifth one, bodybuilding food. Bodybuilding foods are eat meat and fish. Highly rich protein, it is called as a bodybuilding food. So next to the A, you have to mention number 5. Okay. Next we'll move on for our next main. So that is a C main, fill in the blanks. We must wash our hands dash and dash. So before and after meal. So write in a first dash before and next dash you have to write after. Okay. Next. Second one. We should not eat food from roadside dash. Vendors. V-E-N-D-O-R-S. Vendors. Next, third one, we should not leave dash food in our plate. Uneaten food. Okay, whatever the food you are taking in your plate, you have to finish it. You are not supposed to leave uneaten food in your plate. Next, we should get dash and dash from green leafy vegetables and fruits. We used to get minerals and vitamins. So write minerals and vitamins. And next fifth one, calcium helps us in having a dash and dash. Okay, it will be helping us to get strong bones. Okay, also it will helping to get strong teeth. Okay, so here first column you write teeth and second line you can write bone. Copy down neatly children, this is teeth. Okay, and next we'll move on for a D main. So that is give 2 example of each type of food listed below. Okay, the first one is energy giving food. So carbohydrates are energy giving food. So here you have to write the answer potato and banana, or else you can write potato or a rice. I am writing potato and banana. Next, second one, bodybuilding food. So that is you can write egg or fish. I am writing egg and fish. Next, that is the third one, protective food. Protective food it is more rich in minerals and vitamins. So I am writing here fruits and green leafy vegetables. Fruits and green leafy vegetables. Copy down neatly children. And next we'll move on for a E main. So that is name to any vegetable that are. First one from the roots, what are the vegetables we are getting? The first one is the radish and carrot. And second one, from the leaves we will be getting the spinach and methi. M-E-T-H-I, methi, spinach. And the third one, from the stems we will be getting a sugarcane and potato. First you write sugarcane, then you can write potato. Next is fourth one. That is from the seeds we will be getting different varieties of a food. For example, wheat, maize, bajra, rice. So I am writing here maize and wheat. Okay, or else you can write rice or bajra, whatever you want. Okay, copy down neatly children. You have to use pencil and you have to write. I will be checking in the interactive session. Okay, thank you children. Have a nice day.